Hello everyone, welcome to General Science class. Today we will start new lesson 7, that is interdependence in living beings, plants and animals. In this lesson, we will study about how plants and animals are dependent on each other, role of leaves, process of photosynthesis, and on the basis of eating habits, animals are divided into 3 groups: herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. What is food chain? Components of food chain. What is decomposers and scavengers, and balance in nature. So first we will start how plants and animals are dependent on each other. Green plants make their own food as well as for animals and human beings. Hence, plants are called producers. And animals cannot make their own food. They depend on plant for their food and oxygen. Hence, they are called consumers. So, plants make their own food. That's why plants are called producers. And animals depend on the plant for their food. That's why animals are called consumers. Now, next one is, what is the function of leaves? Now, leaves makes food for the plant. Hence, they are known as food factory or kitchen of the plant. So, first function, leaves makes food for the plant. On the underside of the leaf, there are many tiny holes called stomata. And what is the function of stomata? Stomata help the plant in gaseous exchange. Thus, the leaves helps the plant to make food and for gaseous exchange through stomata. Now, next topic is, what is the process of photosynthesis? The food making process of the plant is called photosynthesis. And what are the things required for photosynthesis? Carbon dioxide, water, sunlight and chlorophyll are the raw materials that are needed by the plant for photosynthesis. So, sunlight is the basic requirement for photosynthesis because it provides energy for the process. Water is needed and is absorbed from the soil by roots of the plants. So, soil also contains essential nutrients. Carbon dioxide. Plants need carbon dioxide from the air in the form of gas. They take in this gas through the stomata in their leaves during daytime. Chlorophyll is a pigment present in the cell of leaves of green plants. So, what is chlorophyll? It is a green pigment present in the cell of leaves of green plants. They have the ability to absorb energy from the sunlight. On the basis of eating habits, animals are divided into 3 groups: herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. What is herbivores? Animals that eat only plants or plant products are called herbivores. Examples of herbivores are cows, goat, horses, sheep, elephants and zebras. Now, what is carnivores? Animals that eat only flesh of other animals are called carnivores. Now, tigers, lions, crocodiles, these are examples of carnivores. And what is omnivores? Animals that eat both plants and flesh of other animals are called omnivores. So, what are the example of omnivores? Human beings is an omnivore. Dogs, bears, pigs and crows are example of omnivores. Now, what is food chain? A food chain describes the feeding relationship between plants and animals. Food chain is a chain of organisms which shows that each organisms in the chain depends on the lower organisms for its foods. A food chain shows how nutrients and energy are passed from one living organism to the other. So food chain begin with plants and end with animals. So here one example, all of you see, just you see here, a small plant is eaten by caterpillar, and caterpillar is eaten by frog, and frog is eaten by snake, and snake is eaten by eagle. So this is a food chain. Now what are the components of food chain? Producers, consumers and decomposers are the components of food chain. So plants are known as producers and animals are consumers, and microbes such as bacteria and fungi are decomposers. Now what is decomposers? Microorganisms such as fungi and bacteria that feed on remains of dead and decaying plant and animal materials are called decomposers. So bacteria, fungi and some worms are decomposers. They eat decaying matter and break them down. During this process, decomposers release nutrients and minerals into the soil which are essential for plants. Now what is scavengers? Scavengers are animals that feed on dead animals and plants and break them down into simple forms. So what are the example of scavengers? Vulture, crow, housefly, hyena. These are examples of scavengers. Now scavengers play an important role in cleaning the environment. Now next topic is balance in nature. The balance between the number of plants and animals in nature needs to be maintained. If there is a sudden increase in the number of animals, the food and oxygen supplied by plants may not be sufficient for animals, and if there is a sudden decrease in the number of animals, then carbon dioxide supplied by animals may not be sufficient for plants. So thus we need to protect both plants and animals. Thank you.